All right, I think we should go left for the win. Left is glorious! Yeah!
To the left! Yes! To the left! To the left! Woo, woo, woo!
Kind of grew up playing music together in different bands, and then eventually in 2005 kind of split up some other bands to come together and form this one. And we followed the Warped Tour in 2006, and that was our first kind of tour experience that we had, and sold our EP, and then shortly after that we signed to Fearless Records, and then kind of just kept going from there. The goal right away from the beginning was to go in and record an EP kind of as quickly as we could. So we wrote, our first 6 songs and recorded them at Earth Sound Studios in Valdosta, Georgia, with Lee Dias, who we all kind of had worked with previously and kind of grew up with.
We were pretty young. I was 21. Most of you guys are probably about 20. We're talking about that.
I'm 35.
We had a little bit of money that we had saved up and kind of put that together, pulled it together, and were able to finance our own EP. And luckily we had good enough songs. And people started checking them out online on MySpace. That was a big key factor back then.
Well, in the very beginning, obviously that's the most difficult part is getting people to kind of take you seriously from the start when you don't have anything to go off of. You get turned down a lot. Sometimes people are really rude to you, but from that you're able to kind of build, and like Brooks mentioned the MySpace earlier, the MySpace place started to really kind of take off while we were doing that. And then shortly after we were signed to Fearless, and we kind of had the support of a label and a whole group. So I'd say that the beginning is obviously is the most difficult part, getting started. We've been a part of several of the Punkos compilations. Fearless Records is who puts those on, and so they've always kind of kept us, or given us the opportunity to do it if we're able to. So it's really neat to be able to do those. It's cool to go into the studio and do something different than what we're used to, like recording your own songs, where you're doing a cover song, and it's a little more. It's certainly a lot of fun, and it's kind of more loose. We just kind of start with a basic idea, and we don't really know exactly how it's all going to go. We track the drums first and kind of just build everything from there. It's a really neat way to go into the studio and record a song.
The thing with the memorable moments in the band is that there's always a new moment. What started in the beginning was like, I hope, one day that we'll be able to tour the country, and then we toured the country, and then it's like, I hope one day we'll be able to travel on a bus, and then we traveled on a bus, and then it was to go overseas, and we're meeting all these, goals that we set for ourselves. So there's so many memorable moments in our career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough to pinpoint one. I know that the first year that we did Bamboozle, the first year we played Bamboozle, and at the time that was certainly the largest crowd we had ever played for, and just walking out onto the stage to that, and it was pretty early on in the band. That was, I think, 2008. That one definitely stands out to me as one of the greatest moments for sure. Between the big, festival crowds or more kind of up close and personal, I think there's something great about both, and I wouldn't want to just do one or the other. It's nice to be able to do both.
But I prefer playing for really big crowds.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you what's not good is playing for a small crowd at a big festival show. That's one of the worst. So.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is Mayday Parade. We want to say a big thank you to TWIX for supporting our band.
Right. How many times are you going to say it's right? Right. Go with the right. Always the right.
Right.
Always the right one.
Always the
right one.